is a victim of what I call the common denominator. If you run into an asshole first thing in the morning, maybe he's an asshole. But if you're running into assholes all day, you're the asshole. Kobe Bryant has had a problem with everybody
we're
he's
assholes.
played with. Kobe Bryant's dream
was
team
nice,
would
John.
be a team of 4 Kobe Bryants. We know Dwight Howard is soft. We know Dwight Howard has underachieved in his time in the NBA. I'm going to go ahead and say, winning a dunk contest and a couple of Defensive Player of the Years when you were a number 1 draft pick out of high school, if my memory serves me correctly, the last number 1 draft pick out of high school before they changed the rules. If your main goal or your main claim to fame is winning a dunk contest when you're 7 foot tall, a couple defensive player of the years, and a cup of coffee in the NBA Finals, which you lost to Kobe Bryant's Lakers, you are never was. So the fact that somebody who should have retired 2 years ago and it never was, someone who, in my opinion, borderlines on bust, are bickering, just shows it's a slow time for the NBA.
All right.
He's overrated.
I'm going to go ahead and sell this as well. If Kobe is actually still going at him, it was still an ongoing issue, and still players had to back him up. It wasn't like a heat of the moment where it was like a few minutes. And I know it was a whole thing where they had to actually call a timeout
He's
and
like,
stop
you
play.
You a bitch.
And everything like that. So there's some animosity there. The White didn't really meet the pressure in L.A. He's got expectation in Houston to win a title too, as well as they have title aspirations there with James Harden and Trevor Reeves, who's on that team right now. But yeah, there's just I don't believe that was the heat of the moment. There was some
you were saying what you believed.
Right, and
yeah, you're saying what you thought. Just let it go, dude. And don't try to backtrack on it. Just be like, look, I said what I said.
And Kevin Durant, who's one of the nicest guys, I mean, he have a mean streak.
When he calls you a pussy.
Yeah.
I
don't know what to say on that one. So.
Yeah, you're a pussy.
Yeah. All right, that was our little short segment on basketball. I enjoy that, but I'm sure Kevin and
Dwight Howard's a pussy.
Kevin and John is probably beating their head on the table right now. But that's what you have when you have one guy who really knows
Dwight Howard
basketball.
runs a daycare.
Well, it's a long season. We're just getting
too
started.
Short. Yeah.
If you watch ESPN, they're already the crown. You know, the NBA, the best team in the NBA. You gotta work out some NBA teams. I'm gonna use the Raptors and Grizzlies right now as an example. Take off like drag racers. Mm-hmm. They're strong in the first quarter mile, but they fizzle out. Other teams, a la the Spurs, are like diesel engines. They might take a minute to get going, but once they get going for a minute.
The Spurs are like freaking horse-drawn carriage. Well, that's how old they are.
Well, last year we can talk about Indiana strong, starting what happened in Indiana last year.
Wah, wah.
Is it really want when you lose in the NBA Finals to a good team?
Well, no. The
Indiana Pacers.
The Pacers. They in the Eastern Conference Finals. They lost to a good team, a great team in Miami. So yeah, no harm in that. But like you said, they started off strong. They were strong in the playoffs. So yeah, you're right, John. I mean, Kevin is too. This NBA season. Of course, I'm gonna talk about because I love talking about basketball. So we just gonna throw out little tidbits here and there once it gets into the season.
College basketball's back.
College basketball is back. Kentucky front line is as big as the NBA. The only front line is bigger is Portland.
Did you see the thing? They had a poll where who could be in front seven.
Yeah.
Or who can win in 7 games, the Philadelphia 76ers or the Kentucky Wildcats? Most of the nation voted for the Kentucky Wildcats.
These are the Kentucky Wildcats, man. Enjoy them this year. They won't be there next year.
Exactly.
I won't get on my soapbox about why that's the worst thing to happen to college basketball. We ain't got that type of time.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of John Calipari myself.
And to add to that, I want to give credit. I watched the Duke game the other day with the Jahlil Okafor.
Yeah, Okafor.
That boy is something else, man.
Is that Okafor's, like...
Yeah, it's a brother.
Is it a brother?
Kid is really, really talented.
Yeah, man. I believe he's related to Emeka Okafor.
Yeah.
I might look that up. I didn't know if there was any relation there.
We have Al Horford's brother now.
Is he? Yeah, so yeah. What props about the Gators, man? I know they
Well, they didn't have their 2 best players playing Miami. And when one little Puerto Rican guy got hot,
What's his name? Angel, right?
Yeah, Angel Rodriguez.
Yeah,
so
Angel
we know
Rodriguez.
he's Puerto Rican. He started shooting lights out, and there ain't nothing you can do about it when you start just flinging them for 30 feet and burying them.
It's not even that. It's early in the season.
Yeah, it's early, and they
It
didn't.
is early. It's good to work the bugs out before conference play.
Yeah,
There's a tournament going on.
But they're
right
gonna
now.
have gonna have those guys, and then they'll have. But they got to get back. Dorian Finney-Smith had a hand injury. He's arguably one of our best players, and then Walker he was suspended for the first 2 games, so he'll be coming back, and our front line will get solidified, and we'll be fine. We got a bunch of younger guys in there now. The first game, don't remember if y'all heard about the one-armed kid.
Yeah, I heard about him.
He actually got into the ball game and was playing point guard. Nobody can steal the ball from him.
Still plays better defense than James Harden. Too.
Yeah,
I believe it.
yeah. But he's quick, and for a guy with one arm, watching him handle the ball is insane. If you ever get a chance to watch videos on it, go watch the video and watch him handle the ball with one. It's insane just watching him with the one arm.
Just play him to the right.
But he can go either way. That's the insane part about him. When you watch him dribble, and he can go either way, he's very good. Very good.
What's his name?
I forgot his name.
I might look at his name too. Yeah, I forgot his name, but I heard about that too. It was a good story. So
yeah,
let me look
because
he was
in a tournament. He was in one of those Nike sort of things, and Billy Donovan went to it, and he was getting talked to by like lower schools and everything like that. And Billy Donovan went up to him and said, "Look, I would like to have you come play with us as a exclusive walk-on, or one of the walk-ons that automatically is going to be on the team. You don't have to do all this stuff and everything, but he doesn't have a scholarship yet, which we all know by probably the second season he'll get a scholarship at Florida. But he came on and he showed Billy some stuff at the thing. So
give me some. I'm still trying to get his name. I'm on the internet connection.
if I had my phone, I could find my name, but my phone's on the charger. Give me a second, I can find it.
Yeah, I'm still trying to look it up here as well. The internet's acting spotty. I had to choose this here.
Spotty.
I'm acting spotty. All right, so John, you still there? I'm still trying to connect with you. I think I lost you, but we'll get you back on here. He's gonna connect.
It's
But
because you're connected.
Zach Hoskins.
Yeah, that's it. He is. He's pretty good.
Let's go ahead and connect with John here. I lost him in a second here, so
Let him come back on for a little bit.
yeah. If he can go ahead, that's just the internet. Just switch. There he is. John, you there?
I'm back. Yeah, his
All
name is Zach Hoskins.
There
Hey,
we are.
John found it as well.
Yeah, so yeah, Jack Hoskins is a one-arm player that's, like I said, I saw videos on it. It was quite impressive. So props to him, and Kevin believe he's going to make the team. So
Well, he's on the team.
He's on the team, but
He's on it. He's an exclusive walk-on, which means you're on the team automatically. He's just not going to get a lot of minutes right now. But like I know how Billy. You've seen how Billy Donovan is, how he works and everything. So probably in a couple of years, you'll see him get a full ride scholarship because of the things he's done at Florida and playing ball and everything like that. So it'll be one of those cool stories when he gives him the scholarship. It'll be on ESPN. One-armed man gets a scholarship to play basketball and stuff like that.
all right, let's go ahead and who y'all got. Is this a whole consistency where this is going to be
Yes,
Oakland and Kansas City?
Kansas City.
Oakland's not going to win a game this year.
Kevin was giving us hope, or not? Kevin John was giving us hope.
He done with me. Oakland isn't win.
Kansas City wins, and they take a lead.
I think Oakland will sneak a game in where they actually do win. But Oakland's winning now.
What's the score?
It's 7-0.
Kansas
Oakland
City
just scored.
coming back. I think Kansas City win, and they take lead of the division, which that division is up for grabs now. So, my Broncos got to get it back together here. A shout out to Champ Bailey. I know he retired. It was cool watching his press comments there. Favorite player Bronco behind Terrell Davis, who I like watching. So props to him.
You were like 6 when Terrell Davis was running.
I was in the middle school. So probably 7th grade, around there. All right.
So young.
All right. You got anything to add, John?
Nope, I'm good, man. See you next time.
All right. Before you go, hold up, guys. I do want to play a little clip a little bit, and I want y'all to check this out. I did the interview buddy of mine. I'm just gonna play a little snippet of it. So check it out.
The greatest game ever invented. Cortez on the line. Cortez is a NBA expert, sports expert.
Right there, the guy lied already.
Court podcast. How you doing tonight, Cortez?
Doing pretty well, man. Appreciate you having me on.
Oh, anytime, man.
Is that fucking chef from
So we're
South
going to
Park?
talk some Dwight Howard, NBA action, Magic, Dwight Howard, Houston Rockets.
Sound like a squirrel.
What's Dwight Howard in Houston right now? Now, what can they do in the West?
It's like the teacher from the
I'll tell you what, man. That team in the West is, you know how the Wild Wild West is, man. It's just like 10 teams that deep out there.
Why you sound like you're trying to seduce a girl,
man.
man?
They got Trevor Ariza back.
He went very white on this dude.
Wow,
Hey, baby.
That with the Rockets is the defensive woes that they had.
Baby. You know what's
Dwight
bad,
is
John?
still
At the end
not
of it, he
first
doesn't even give a shout out to
injury.
anybody.
And he's still trying to
He
get
called me his
This is
partner.
This is Cortez Paul, spinning the oldies but the goodies.
He gets to such a playmaker.
So
My darling.
So
Are you auditioning for CNN? What the hell is that?
So
man?
this is an interview I did with my buddy of mine. He's got a pre-recorded show out of WGNC in Charlotte, Gastonia, and it goes to Fox Sports in Indiana, so sports radio shows can hear that. He's part of a show called Through the Wire.
Through the wire. Through the I'm sorry.
So this is a show that comes on Friday, and he's one of the hosts at Catfish Hughes. I'll give him a shout out there. What he did is that interview is going to be uploaded on those radio stations in that area. You also be able to get me on multiple hip hop sites that he's on, hip hop and sports sites. So if y'all want to hear the rest of the interview, I do got to post on the Balls Not Court podcast Facebook
Does
page.
it come to the fact that he called me a partner? like we're it's sad.
So what this does is definitely help us to expand the podcast even more, get more of their listeners. And next time we're gonna be doing this around.
Creator.
And Kevin is actually gonna be joining the next time as I reach out to my buddy and give him a test. So keep a lookout for that. This is only gonna help the podcast as well grow. So check that out. It's on the Facebook page. It was fun. It's a pleasure to do that. I'm glad that I was able to shout the podcast. I did say my partner here, and I forgot to say Kevin Carter.
Like we don't have no names, John.
I was in a moment there, and I totally just blanked there. But
Yeah.
We don't have names, John.
But I Kevin and John, they're all the backbone of this show, man. And I'm always glad to have them on here.
Talking about the backbone.
We all the backbone, man. We're all a spinal cord to this show.
If it wasn't for me. No, I'm just kidding.
So, but check that out, guys. The whole interview is probably about 10 minutes long, and he has on a little bit more. Then once we get acquainted, I get John on there as well through Skype. So it'll be a fun show. We're gonna discuss football a little bit as well too. They talk about football they talk about all the sports. So I know their forte, John and Kevin forte, is more football, and they'd be glad to join on with that. So just stay tuned for that, guys. It was fun, and it's going to help the podcast grow. With that being said, let's go ahead and close this bad boy. Make sure you follow the podcast at Boss Not Court. You can follow me at CP, Mr. Carter,
Kevin C 2415,
Mr. Orr.
2200 Fitness is where you can find me, or find me on the Facebook page.
Right, and make sure you follow his Facebook page as well for his own site. We definitely glad John is going to go ahead and put his feature in. It's a great cause, and
make sure to visit Custom Cuts like I will be doing tomorrow.
yeah, if you're in Jackson,
some people need a haircut.
You're in Jacksonville, mention Custom Cuts, and you will get a $10 haircut.
Corner of Dunn Avenue and Lemon Turner.
Boom.
Lemon Turner.
There you go.
Lemon Turner.
All right.
You know, are those yoga pants? Lemon Turner? Are those yoga pants girls wear?
No, it's actually called Lim Turner, but ever since I was a little kid, I called it Lemon Turner.
Lemon Turner.
Yeah.
Nice. All right.
I just don't want to grow up.
I see that. Make sure you...
We're out, apparently.
Make sure you folks do visit the Hardwood Nation. Go to www.thehardwoodnation.com. No buys, no spin, just basketball. Eventually, I'll continue to the site. You have to say no. I'm going to have to write for them soon.
Nope.
Okay. Make sure you download the podcast at iTunes, Windows, Zoom Market. You got Stitcher, Spreaker, Podomatic, iHeartRadio, TuneIn Radio. There's a lot of places you can get it. So check us out that way.